Mm, Namaskar. Uh, this is the first time I'm making the video regarding this topic, as I wanted to share my thoughts or views regarding the worshipping or the connection of deity or having the personal relationship with the deity. So, as we all know, we are suffering from our things in our life. We do things, we got problems. Each and every human being on this plane or earth have its own kind of problem. Be it somebody had problem regarding the job, somebody had a problem regarding the relationships, somebody had the problem regarding the money, finances, or many problems we often face in our life in different phases. But how a one person can overcome all the fears, challenges, or the negative emotions from the life, as it is my personal experience. I haven't uh, got the knowledge regard from anyone else. This is the personal thing which I got from the in my life, or after having the after wasting my 21 or 22 years in the life. When I was at my college in Banaras, I got to know small things like how I can establish a personal relationship with a deity. First of all, a person need to understood who is a deity. We often see him as a god. We know different kinds of deity as a Krishna or Vishnu or Shiva, or often Devis, different Devis. But this is fine. We also sometimes often visit the temples. We go temples, offer our prayers. That is all fine. We also sometimes go to the kshetra of a deity, like somebody often visit the Jammu, Vaishno Devi, or the visiting the place like Kashi or the Mathura. These things are fine. But when I'm talking about the having the personal relationship with the deity, means you have the such a equation with a deity that whatever you wanted to ask, or whatever you wanted have, whatever the problem you are getting in your life, the problem gets solved within the time frame, or your mental conceptual or mental clarity gets clear with the time. How it is can be achieved, that is the biggest thing. So in my all the whatever the you do, you can do different kinds of thing, like you can meditate, you can do other stuffs. What I got, it is a worshipping different kinds of god. So whatever the god you like, whatever the deity you like, whatever the personal connection you feel with the deity, like somebody who is often love with the Krishna. In recent time, we have seen the Premanand Maharaj, who has just created the wave of Radha Nam, and the people are chanting Radha Nam with the love and the devotion, and their life are getting more smoother after the chanting the name. That is fine by them. But if you wanted to explore the spirituality, or you want to exploit the spirituality, right now most of the people exploit the spirituality for their own benefit, or that is fine, because in the end of the day, if something gives you benefit, if something gives you benefit, then it is fine by you. But make sure the benefit will not get any kind of problem to anyone else, so it is fine. So having the devotion regarding the any deity is good, but having the clear establish of the relationship with the deity is different thing. How a person can establish a connection, there are different things, but I am going to just a simple way. First, you have to understood what are your temperament. Suppose someone who is a temperament of gentle nature, then he should tackle those deities, or those deity whose temperament is gentle. Means they can go for the Ganesha, because he is a very gentle god. He can go for the Hanuman, he can go for the Rama, he can go for the Devi, जो एकदम सौम्य स्वभाव होता है उनका, वो ठीक है। और जो थोड़ा सा गुस्से वाला है, उसको संभालने के लिए उसको उसी तरीके देवता के पास जाना चाहिए। जैसे कि अगर किसी का नेचर उग्र है, ठीक है, समवन हु इज़ वेरी फियर्स इन देयर नेचर, दैट दे कैन गो फॉर द भैरव। Like I also worship Bhairav for past 1.5 year, and I got very good result. After my anger got in control, I got mental clarity, I got lot of things in my life after having the relationship with the deity. And if you are worshipping a god in the form of god, then the response might takes lifetimes, you have to take multiple births. But if you are worshipping the god as a family member or very close relationship, so it can come you in a single lifetime, or very within a 4 to 5 months or 10 months, or within a year it is possible he might responding. How to establish a personal connection? For example, if your relationship with your father is very bad, then you can often consider god as your father, whatever the form of you are taking. Suppose you accept ganesha as your father, so you start worshipping ganesha as your father. How you are worshipping, that is a different thing. But first thing is having the mental relationship. First thing, you have to establish a mental relationship. Suppose a girl who does not have any brother in her life, so she can consider hanuman as her brother. So she can mentally manifest him as a brother. God is not the personality who just come out of nowhere. They are omnipresent, they are just flowing in the matter form or non-matter form. So whenever you establish a connection or mental connection with your deity, they will start listening to you from that day. And the more time you give your deity by talking to them in private, whenever you got time, 5, 10, or after 10 minutes, you start talking to your deity by closing your eyes. Consider him as a father, then talk to him like a father. You can ask him different questions like an innocent child. Or having the relationship with the hanuman like a brother or sister, then you can tease hanuman as per your brother sister relationship. You can do this. But if you wanted to go higher in your this kind of way, then you can often light a diya. Try to light a diya and sit in front of diya in your puja room for at least 20 minutes a day. Try to fix this routine by at least for a 6 month or 3 months, because nothing can come in within a 1 month. It is not possible. Great thing takes their own time. So one up has to light a diya or start just reciting his name. Nothing different. No need of complicated mantras, no need of chalisa, no need of kavacham required. Initially you just need recite the name of the god, or just thinking him as a whatever the relation you have established. Always make sure whatever the relation you have established with your deity, keep it very private. Spirituality is often considered as a private thing, but nowadays most of the people start posting their photos of their god, of having the relation, whatever the relation they got, they start telling other people or showing the outshining is the common thing in this world. So showing themselves as a bigger for the bigger picture, people start showing that they want this god, they love this god. That is fine. But if you wanted to excel in the worshipping, then one must have to keep the things very privately. Suppose if you love someone, so you do not want to disclose that love between the 5 or 10 peoples, because that can give you some extent of resistance. आप लोगों ने सुना होगा नज़र लग जाना. So that is a thing which you often get, or your sadhana or your the connection with the deity got hamper. आपको ये कब समझ में आएगा? जब ये 2 से 3 या 4 महीने आप करोगे और उसके बाद आपने किसी को ये चीज़ बता दी कि मेरा इस तरीके से मैं उनको मानता हूँ, तो वो चीज़ क्या धीरे धीरे करके आपको समझ में आने लगेगा कि अब वो उतना इफेक्टिवली चीज़ें वर्क नहीं करती जैसे पहले करा करती थी. Once you start having the relationship with a deity, you start observing the changes in your nature. Always remember, the miracle is not something which comes out of nowhere. Miracle is always about the change. If your nature is changing, if you're doing of the if your way of doing of work is changing, if you are changing your perspective, if your life is changing, then it is clear sign that god is with you, or whatever the relation you establish with your god is working. So so this is the end of the video. But I just initially pointing out that is light a diya, having the relationship with the deity, like your deity, It is considered as a personal deity. In Hindi we can call it a Ishta Dev. So you can start having the some extent of relation, or by the time of 30 to 40 days, 50 days, 60 days, you get some extent of experience from that deity. You will start having the clear mindset, your anger got control, or things will start excelling. As long as you are starting doing things got a bit more clearer than formal one. सो आई होप यू गाइड, मतलब कहीं हद तक आप लोगों को उसको लगा होगा कि चलो ये बार ट्राई करके देखते हैं। अगर देखो आपको ट्राई करना है वो आप देख सकते हो, अगर काम कर जाए तो अच्छी बात है, अगर नहीं करे तो कोई दिक्कत नहीं। दिन के 20 मिनट देने में क्या जाएगा, वो 20 मिनट अगर आपकी लाइफ में कहीं हद तक एक पॉजिटिव रिजल्ट और आउटकम लेके आते हैं तो 20 से 40 मिनट आई होप देने में कोई परेशानी नहीं है। और जो इंसान ज़्यादा परेशान होता है वो इस चीज़ में ज़्यादा समझ सकता है कि अगर किसी की ज़्यादा प्रॉब्लम है तो उसके लिए 20 से 40 मिनट देना कोई ज़्यादा बड़ी बात नहीं है। तो एक बार जो अगर कोई इंसान 20 से 40 मिनट या 50 मिनट देना स्टार्ट कर देगा इस चीज़ में, बस बातें करना स्टार्ट कर देगा, सिर्फ नाम लेना स्टार्ट कर देगा गॉड का, उसके बाद उनकी चीज़ें जो है वो बदलना स्टार्ट हो जाएंगी और वो खुद समझ जाएगा कि मैं क्या कहना चाह रहा हूँ। दैट्स इट।